The news coming out of Kwara State today is troubling. Barely 48 hours after the release of 38 abducted church worshippers in Eruku, another community, Isapa, in Ekiti local government area, has been struck by a fresh bandit attack. 11 people, among them a pregnant woman, nursing mothers and several children, have been taken. My viewers, please like this video and subscribe as we break this down step by step, because the questions surrounding these repeated attacks and the government's rescue strategy are becoming louder by the day. The new development is simple but alarming. Another abduction has occurred in Kwara State. This time, a pregnant woman, 2 nursing mothers and young children are among those seized by heavily armed gunmen who swooped into Isapa village on Monday evening. The attack came at a moment when many Nigerians were still trying to understand how the Eruku worshippers were rescued without a single arrest and what strategy the government used in securing their freedom. Now let us look at this clearly. While the nation was celebrating the release of the 38 church members, bandits were already planning another assault, one that targeted ordinary families sitting in their homes. If you are watching, please like this video and subscribe. Eyewitness accounts say 20 to 30 armed bandits entered Isapa around 6 p.m., shooting sporadically as they moved with a herd of cattle. An elderly woman was hit by a stray bullet. 7 of the abducted victims are from the same family. This new abduction happened barely 1 week after the Christ Apostolic Church in Eruku was attacked, an incident in which 3 worshippers were killed and over 30 people taken. The government has not yet said whether there has been any confrontation with the kidnappers. Police sources have gone silent. Families are waiting, and the fear across communities along the Kwara-Kogi border is growing. If you are following this breakdown, please like this video and subscribe. Now let us take a deeper look at the central issue Nigerians have been debating. How exactly is the government rescuing abducted victims, and why have there been no arrests? Former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai has recently made serious allegations.
You can ask 3 service chiefs that served in Kaduna under my watch. One of them is still alive. Farouk Yahya was Chief of Army Staff. He was GOC in Kaduna. I saw him yesterday at a wedding. You can call him, bring him to this program and ask him what we did. What I will not do, okay, is to pay bandits, give them monthly allowance, or send food to them in the name of non-kinetic. It's nonsense. We are empowering bandits. It's not the government of Kaduna State. It's a national policy driven by the Office of National Security Advisor, and Kaduna is part of it. Many states are objecting to that, but that is the policy now. Chase the bandits. That's the new policy. My position has always been the only repentant bandit is a dead one. Let's kill them all. Let's wipe them. Let's bomb them until they are reduced to nothing. And then the 5% that still want to be rehabilitated can be rehabilitated. You do not negotiate from a position of weakness. You don't empower your enemy. You don't give him money to go and buy more sophisticated weapons. That's why the insecurity problem has not gone away and will not go away as long as this policy continues. They can deceive, they can cover up, they can do propaganda, but those that live in Katsina, those that live in Zamfara, those that live in Kaduna, those that live in those states, they know what is happening.
Well, is that the reason why perhaps you think that there's a slowdown in the attack on schools and kidnaps that we've seen in Kaduna? The quiet we see in the Benegwari
there is no slowdown. I was governor for 8 years. I was governor of Kaduna State for 8 years. Only 3 schools were attacked in 8 years. Okay? This government has been around for 2 years. 3 schools have been attacked. And they paid the bandits. They paid them 1 billion naira the first time the school was attacked and students abducted. They are paying bandits. They are apologizing to them. They are
finding this information about 1 billion naira being paid.
Look, let the governor or anyone come and deny. We have the evidence. When the time comes, we reveal everything. They are paying bandits. They are empowering bandits. This is what this government is doing.
And you think that will not work?
It will not work. It has never worked anywhere in the world.
El-Rufai claims that the federal government uses a non-kinetic approach, that is, negotiating with bandits and paying ransom to rescue kidnapped victims. According to him, this is a national policy under the Office of the National Security Advisor, NSA. He alleges that a 1 billion naira ransom was paid during one of Kadina's major school abductions. Negotiators directly engage bandits, the government avoids direct combat to preserve lives but ends up empowering criminals. He claims that the government is securing the release of victims from the position of weakness. Please like this video and subscribe. If El-Rufai's claim is true, and he says he has evidence, then the rescue of the 38 worshippers in Eruku without a single arrest raises major legal and constitutional questions. First, did the government negotiate with terrorists? Second, was ransom paid, whether directly or through intermediaries? Third, why is there no mention of pursuing or arresting the attackers? These are questions that Nigerians have every right to ask, because under the Nigerian Constitution, the government is obligated not just to rescue victims, but to prosecute the offenders. When bandits repeatedly abduct people without consequence, it creates a cycle of impunity. If you value balanced analysis, kindly subscribe. To understand the seriousness of what is unfolding in Kwara, we must connect this incident to what is happening across the nation. Nigeria today is facing deep insecurity, rising political tension, extreme economic hardship, youth frustration, ethnic and regional anxieties, historical trauma from decades of marginalization. Banditry had spread from the northwest into parts of the north-central. Communities like Isapa and Eruku now live under constant fear, sleeping with one eye open and praying not to hear the sound of gunfire at night. This cycle of violence does not just affect those attacked. It affects children who can no longer attend school safely, farmers who abandon their farms, traders who travel with fear, families torn apart, communities forced into silence. When bandits attack one village, the psychological devastation echoes across 20 others. Please like this video and subscribe. Let us be honest. Many Nigerians now believe that bandits operate with confidence because the government has not shown enough seriousness in dismantling their networks. The ordinary citizen sees a pattern. Victims are rescued, bandits disappear, the government announces success, nothing changes, and then another abduction happens. And that is exactly what happened in Kwara. Now, let us look at the emotional side of this tragedy. Imagine a mother watching armed men take away her children into the forest. Imagine a pregnant woman, barely able to walk, being dragged by gunmen. Imagine young children, some as young as 5, crying while their families scream helplessly. Imagine how their nights will feel in the cold forest, surrounded by strangers holding guns. Please like this video and subscribe. For supporters of the government, the recent rescue effort is seen as proof that the administration is working hard and prioritizing national security. But critics are saying something different. If 38 people were released without a single arrest, then what exactly is being done to stop the next attack? Communities in Kwara are traumatized. Some feel abandoned. Others say they no longer trust the security architecture to protect them. Yet there are also voices urging patience, pleading for unity, and calling for prayer. This is the emotional divide Nigeria is living through. To be fair, we must examine the government's angle. From their standpoint, the priority is saving lives first. They know that any miscalculated military assault could lead to mass casualties. President Tinubu even cancelled international trips to prioritize the security briefings on Kwara and Kogi. But here is where the questions begin. Why is the government not emphasizing the arrest of kidnappers? Why is the government not revealing whether force was used or not? Why are we only hearing about heightened security deployment after lives are already lost? Government officials may argue, ransom was not paid, sensitive details cannot be disclosed, tactical secrecy is necessary. Negotiations do not equate weakness. Lives must be protected before anything else. These are legitimate arguments, but Nigerians are asking for transparency, not operational secrets. If you are watching, please like this video and subscribe. El-Rufai's allegations complicate the conversation even further. He insists that paying ransom only makes banditry profitable, turning criminals into warlords with better weapons than the military units trying to confront them. So, which strategy is Nigeria really using? The government has not clarified, and that silence is fueling distrust. Now, let us look forward. This latest abduction in Isapa forces us to ask some hard questions about what comes next. 1. Will the security agencies actually confront the kidnappers in the forest? President Tinubu has ordered them to cordon the forest, but he did not say anything about arresting or neutralizing the bandits. 2. Will ransom be paid again? If the non-kinetic approach is indeed official policy under the NSA, then another negotiation might already be underway. 3. Will this cycle continue? Rescue, no arrest, celebration, new abduction. 4. How will communities react? Already, protests erupted after the Eruku attack. More communities may begin to take matters into their own hands, which could worsen insecurity. 5. What will be the political consequences? The opposition may use this to challenge the government. Supporters may insist progress is being made. The divide will widen. 6. What about international perception? Nigeria is already struggling with image issues concerning insecurity. Continuous kidnappings affect foreign investment, tourism, and diplomatic partnerships. And finally, what happens to the victims? Their fate now depends on decisions made in government offices far away from the forests where they are held. If you value balanced, calm, and thoughtful analysis, please subscribe to stay updated. And if you want more deep dives into Nigerian national issues, hit the like button. It helps more people see this report. Kwara State is now at the center of Nigeria's insecurity crisis. 2 abductions in 1 week, dozens rescued yet none arrested, new victims taken, pregnant women, nursing mothers, and children. The government celebrates rescue efforts, communities mourn, critics demand transparency, El-Rufai raises alarms about ransom payments, bandits grow bolder, the nation waits. Until the government addresses the roots of banditry and not just the symptoms, these tragedies may continue. My viewers, please like this video and subscribe for more updates as we follow this developing story.